Alright, yo, what up guys, it's your boy Neil, and today we will be trying to recreate the dice mechanics of Dice Hunter Quest of the Dicemancer. So it's made by Greener Grass, and I've been playing it for, I think, almost 2 months now? Almost? Yeah, I think 2 months. Yeah, I've been playing it a lot. I've been spending hours in it, and I'm enjoying it, and I just want to show you guys how to recreate the dice mechanics that Dice Hunter did very well with. So, first off, we'll be making dice, die, dices. Yeah. So we'll be trying. Let's first make our die with Blender. So let's use this cube right here. And if you guys don't know how to use Blender, it's actually if you haven't heard of Blender, it's a open source 3D modeling software. Well, you can actually do a lot more than use it for 3D stuff like modeling, sculpting, and all this stuff. You can also compose here. You can script here using Python, and you can make a game with it. You can, though I don't recommend it. Same with the video editing, but yeah, Blender is capable of doing a lot of things. So um I highly recommend that you guys check it out. And as for tutorials, excuse my phone, you can just search a Blender Guru on YouTube, and you can find a lot of good resources there. And they also have good documentations that you can read. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So let's use this cube, and um, yeah, a quick Google search for our die. Yep. Okay, so these are the faces, just to know which is behind which. So let's add our cylinder, and then go to edit mode, and then resize that. Maybe, I think, let's go to orthographic view. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm not going to teach you guys how to use Blender because that's not really what we're going to do here. So I'll just do this quickly. Opposite of 1, we have 6. So I apologize if you guys can hear my music. Like I said in my previous video, I can't work without music, work and teach for this matter. So yeah, so opposite of 1 is 6, and then just move that up a bit, and then on the side we have 2 and 5. Yeah, let's just use 6 here. Lift that up, rotate that by 90 degrees, move up, rotate that by 90. Excuse me. Okay, let's go to that side, rotate that by 90. Where did I rotate that earlier? Okay, so, and then let's delete this, and then let's move this to the center. And what else do we have? Opposite of 5, we have 2. So let's just duplicate these and move that to the side, like so. And 2 faces left, we have 4 and 3. So we have 4 here. Just select that, and then select these faces. Move that in the middle, rotate that by 90 degrees, move that up. There you have it. And then for our 3, let's just use these, duplicate that, move that to the center, rotate it by 90 degrees, and then move it down here. Okay, there goes our dice. There it is. Alright, now let's go to our cube, and then the way we're going to do this is we'll use boolean. And then I'll select the cylinder, and then difference, and hit apply. So if we move this to the other layer, you'll see that we have successfully created our die. Alright, so let's just remesh this a bit, because if you go to edit mode, you can see all of those ugly faces. So let's just remesh it. I can see that. There you go. Yeah, I think that's enough. so that if you go to edit mode, it's completely beautifully remade. Okay, and then let's just subdivide this, smooth that. Yep, and there's our dice. All right. Okay, let's hit apply. Oh, look at that. That's ugly. Ew. Now let's go back to our remesh. Um. Let's say 6 just to be sure. No, it's really not connected. Fine. Are we still going to fix that or not? Yeah, that's not gonna help. Oh wait. There you go. Alright, let's hit apply. Subdivide. Let's make sure everything is well, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Alright, so let's just export this. Oh, we haven't made a folder yet. So let's open up Unity. Then let's make our folder here. Let's name this my second episode, Dice Hunter. Yep, Quest of the Dicemancer. Alright. Now that we have that, let's go back to Blender and then let's export this. Let's export this fella. FBX. Wait, I noticed something. What's that line there? Oh, that is a lot of verts. Now let's reduce this. Smooth that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yep. Wait, you know what? It's okay to do this and just disseminate it. Decimate. Yep. Make that. That's still a lot. 17k. Okay, 5,000 looks reasonable enough. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's just export that. Yeah, let's export that to our. Where is it? Okay, let's go to freelance, YouTube, tutorials, Unity, files, create assets, Dice Hunter. Let's name this to Dice. And then let's have this. I've made a preset wherein you'll just export the whatever selected. That'll be easier. All right, so let's make our ground. We're in Unity now, so we'll name this to ground. Bring that to the center, and then let's fix our camera. Let's just yeah, let's fix that later. Let's change the color of this material. Great. Let's make our ground material ground. Change that to, I don't know, light brown. That's not light. Yeah, I think that's. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks dice handery. Alright, whoa, that's big. Now I just need you to be 111. Or is that too small? Yes, of course it's too small. Okay. I think 60 is enough. That's not 60. 60. That's too big. 50. 40. Yeah, I think 40 is enough. Alright, there's that. So we need to raise that to 0.4. And then I'm trying to look for the best camera view. I think this will work. Control Shift F that to there. Okay. I like the angle of it. Let's just not rotate that way. Also not rotate that way. Make this 80. I just like things to be in the whole number. You know, I just like whole numbers. Okay. And then let's put our die somewhere here. Just like in Dicemancer. It's down there. Okay. let's put that there, and then let's just duplicate this. Press the wrong button. And then duplicate that. We have 6 dices here. Then select those, duplicate those, move it down. Move them down. Try to move them up a bit. Yeah, that looks fine. Oh wait, we did something wrong. You know what? Just make a prefab of that. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, shouldn't have done that. But yep, just bear with me here. Because the first one is our the first one was the FBX, so we don't want that as our parent. We always want to have prefabs of our objects so that we can only edit one. And then since the others are just referencing on that prefab, you can just hit apply and then it will change all of the other objects, all other instances, if you will, of that prefab. Okay, all right, so let's change these. There you go. Okay, so that now we have all the prefabs right there. Okay. Oh wait, we missed one. What happened? Where art thou, my friend? Oh, why are you there? 0, 0.4, 0, 0. Okay. It's in the Z-axis. So let's just copy this and paste that there. As for you, for the X-axis, we have -2 and paste that here. Okay. There you go. So I think that's, yep, that's all of them. All right, next let's change some colors here. Let's bring the, well, where are you guys? Yeah, let's bring these guys to life. Let's just have 4. Yeah, you know what, let's have 6 colors. Rename that to, yeah, rename that to 1, and then let's have 6 of those. There you go. Okay, so first die, let's make it red. Let's just make this simple, and then let's make this thing like that. I think you guys can see what I'm doing here, right? I'm just moving the slider down. And then a little bit of green, make this one yellow. Yeah, color that will not camouflage. Okay, so that's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and the 6th one. There you go. That one camouflaged. Let's change that to, I don't know, what color looks different? Black. Yep, black works. Okay, there you have it. Those are our dices. And now let's make some script for these fellas right here. I don't know, what should we call him? Dice script? Dice toss. Yeah, why not? Let's call it dice toss, and let's wait for Visual Studio to open up after pressing edit. So yeah, while it loads, how you guys doing? Are you guys working on your own game? Right, do you have your personal projects? Well, this one's quick. Okay, if you guys are, I would like to know about them. You know, tell me something about what you're creating, about your game. Is it an RPG game, a mobile game, a casual game? Comment them down below, and I'd like to see what you guys are up to. And yeah, I'll be sharing more about the project that I've been working on if, well, when the time comes. Because currently I'm still in the we're still in the planning phase, because I'm working alongside an artist, and yeah, she's great. So yeah, we're still in the planning phase, and after finalizing the concept, maybe I'll share it with you guys, and then we'll see what I'll see what you guys can say. Wait, let me just save. No, let me save the scene, because Unity 2017 is kind of, it's still crashing for some reason. It's crashing without any comprehensive error reports. All right, so there you go. That's dice toss, and then let's start with, let's remove these. You know, let's let those the boilerplate. Let's remove that. Okay, so what do we need? We need to toss the dice, right? And we want it to have to fall naturally. So that's the keyword right there. If you want your physics to just do its thing naturally, again, I forgot to save this test. For some reason, I just like to name things test. Uh, okay, dice toss, go there. Okay, this is unorganized, but I don't care. Okay, so I mean I do, but well, not today. Okay, so let's just lock these axes, because if you play the game, the dice only jumps vertically. It doesn't go all around the screen, all over the place, and before it lands. So we just need it to go up, and then so we need it to freeze in the X and the Z axis, and then we don't need to freeze it in the rotation because we want it to roll freely, right? And then we want it to fall naturally, so let's use gravity, and then the rest is fine. Alright, so let's go to Visual Studio again. Yeah, save that. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is we need to reference to that rigid body. So we need a rigid body. Oh, it didn't. Man, I don't know why this is happening, but contains global already. Contains the future dice. That's what? What? Wait, let me just remove that. Okay. Yeah, let's rename it again. Dice toss script. Yeah, because I have one earlier when I was practicing this, but yeah, let's do this. Okay, what do we have here? Alright, let's open that. Open that up. Okay. Ooh, opening it up again. Opening it up again. Alright. We're still 17 minutes in. We're still good on time. But it's here. We have dice tossing here. That's weird. Yeah. I'm moving too fast. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, sorry, I added it twice. Told you guys, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Alright, let's chill. Okay, so let's remove again the boilerplate, and then we need to reference to that rigid body, so let's make it private. Rigid body, because we don't want other classes to access this. So let's just call it RB, and then let's call that in our start function. So that will be RB is equal to get component, the rigid body. You need to get that component. And then what else do we need? Well, if we want to toss it, we're gonna need some kind of force. So let's have a private float here. Let's just call it force. Since all of the dice will have the same force, let's just make it static, maybe. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's just make it static. Private static float, because yeah, we only have one force for all of the dice. So for starters, let's just make it 100. Now you guys might think that that is too much, but we will be using the default force mode, which is, I think, just add force. It's just force. If we're going to use impulse, then I'm going to reduce that force there, that float. But yeah, I think that's good enough. And then what else do we need? For now, let's just use that, and then let's jump into our fix update and make our dice jump. So we need our input. Let's just use the first button. Oops. Yeah, I'm moving too fast. Okay, there, and then let's make it jump. And how are we gonna do that? So we need to call on the rigid body, and we need to add force. Where do we want to add force? We want it to jump up. So we need the vector up, which is we need the world up. We don't need the up of the transform, because that might point somewhere else. Because the up is the y axis right here. We need the global one. Meaning we need the world, the up of the world. So we need to multiply that with the force that we have, not 4, but with the force. Now, since we're using prefabs, let's just wait for it to compile. Let's just use apply to change all of these. Okay, All right, and then let's hit play. So now that we've written those script, they fell to the ground, well, past the ground, because rigid body to rigid body. I think. Wait, it should work. I don't have colliders. Our dice doesn't have any colliders. Okay, there you go. Yep, we have colliders now. There you go. Now that we've written that script, when I press the left mouse button, they should jump. Would you look at that? All right, we're getting somewhere, but I'm kind of irritated by the light. Let me just rotate you a bit. Whoa, that's too dark. Just a little bit, and God, you're too strong. You know what? I like the color blue. Okay, and just make a little, just make ambient, and then yeah, whatever. Just make it one. Okay, that's not really the point of the tutorial, but yeah. So now that we're jumping up, we need to rotate the dice, right? Like when you toss a real life die, you need to add what else? Add torque. So we need to rotate it. So the way we rotate this, we need to have random, right? We need to rotate randomly. In the only in the Are we going to rotate in y-axis? Because if we rotate in the x and the z-axis, I think that's also going to well, not in a sense, it won't rotate in the y-axis, but it will look like that it's rotating in the y-axis. So you know what? Let's do that. Well, let's clean this a bit. All right, so let's add a randomizer here. Yeah, let's just. I'm thinking. Since it's a vector tree, yeah, let's just add a new vector tree, and then because this, I think this receives a vector tree, right? Yeah, vector tree. Okay, and then let's just have a random here. Random range from -1 to 1. That's for our x-axis. For our y, we don't want to rotate there. Yeah, I think because I feel like if you do this, if you only randomize in the x and the z-axis, I think you're going to add torque using that vector. You're not really rotating in the y-axis. This is how I'm imagining things. But if you're going to rotate, you know, let's just see it. It's better to see it. Let's just add these just to make sure. Just go and practice, and then you know, let's just multiply that by some number from some huge number. Okay, and then let's wait for it to compile. Let's save that. Let's hit play. No, let's just select one of the die. Are they bumping on each other? Yes, they are. Okay, that's kind of weird, but yeah, see here, you're still rotating the y-axis, even though our randomizer is only in the x and the z-axis. But this looks great. I like the way it looks. So let's just make them smaller. I think 30 is too much. Yeah, 35 is fine. There you go. Alright, let's see if they're going to bump. Oh, yeah, there you go. It works. You know what? Let's add some more height there. So let's just make this 200 maybe. Double the weight. The height. So wait, what was I thinking? Yeah, I think that looks better. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Whoa! What the hell just happened? Yeah, okay. Wait, why is my laptop going crazy? Let me just turn that on. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's just do this. Let's make it 150. And then what else do we need? Let's just add some physics material because I want it to bounce. I want it to have a certain bounce. So let's add a bounciness of 0.5, and then I don't want it to. Well, yeah. Let's just see what's going to happen. Add that to minimum. Because if you noticed earlier, yeah, let's not use that yet. But if you noticed earlier, if we flip them, some of them moves like that. They stay like this, right? And we don't want that. We want it to fall, right? They're not hitting each other, right? Are they? Oh, they are. Are they? No, not really. Because if you can actually see it here. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, like that. There's a chance that they're going to do that, and we don't want that, so that's why I moved this to minimum so that the friction will be the friction that will be used by the physics engine is the least one. So less friction, less standing up. You'll fall. You know, like human beings, we can walk because there's friction between us and the ground, just like that. So it's bouncing a bit. It looks more natural now, right? Why is my laptop going crazy? God. Is it because Blender is up? It's just one application. Is it because I'm recording? That doesn't make any sense. Wow, seriously, what's happening? Is it because of the tries? Because these dice are full. That's a lot. Wait, sorry, I'm really bothered by the stuttering. Let's go back to Blender and decimate the dice that we have. Because I think there's a lot of tries in it. Where is it? Here. Delete that. Decimate. Where are you? Seriously, where are you? There you are. Okay. About 5 times. That's 10 times. 100 times. Not increasing. Wait, what? Wait. Yep. Okay, let's export that. Let's call it dice to, I don't know, low. Reset. Selected only. And then for our render, where is it? No, wait, that's not it. Here, let's use this guy. Yeah, well, there, it's only 91 now, 91k. So let's save that. Let's run it. So it really was the number of tries, huh? Okay. Yeah. Whoa, what's happening? Wait, let me just check the code. I mean profile. Because I think it's not in Unity anymore. Am I running something? I'm not running anything else. Yeah, it's not Unity. That's not a lot of spikes. Oh well, there's one. What's that? Let me just pause that. Yeah, you can see it here. It's the physics. Well, wait, I'm not deep profiling. Yeah, it's a rigid body. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what can do with that. We're just not really nothing else we can do with that. Yeah, because we need these two. And then four is up. Yeah, you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, now that it looks more natural, more realistic, you know, the way they jump, the way they flip, and the way they land, except for that crazy stuttering. Hmm. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to determine which side is up. Now, the way to do that, there are other sources in the internet that says that you can add colliders, triggers on each face and then project a raycast from the center of the object going up, and then sense if the trigger where the cast was the cast hit um wait, that's one way of doing it. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. So you cast a ray from the center of the object going to the global up, you know, the world up, the vector tree that up, and then if it hits a certain trigger, you're going to return the face. The number of the trigger, the name of the trigger. So for example, if it hits one, the trigger of the first face, the face with one, the number one face, then you're going to return one. But that's one way of doing it. But the way I do it is just I add triggers, and then whichever triggers, whichever trigger hit the surface, the ground, then return the opposite side. Because I think that's cheaper because you're not doing anything. You're not casting an array on each die. So I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how I view it. So let's make a cube here. Yeah, I think 0.08. Yeah, still not enough. 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. I think that's too small. Is it? Oh, wait. Oops, I was typing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so we add that there. Whoops. Wrong. Wait, that's too wide, right? Oh, wrong one. Okay, it's the Z. Let's do that. Make that half. Yep. And then we don't want it to render. Let's trigger. And then let's name this 6. Right. Wait, where's the collider? There. Alright, and then let's go to wireframe. Yeah, wow, that is very lousy. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys can make better dice than me. This is why I work with an artist. All right, so if it lands, wait, okay, so this one's 1, and then duplicate that, move to one side. Rotate that by 90. Okay, and then if it lands here, then it's 5. Let's name this 5. And then if it lands here, it's 2. So name this 2. Then duplicate these again, move up. And then let's rotate along the y-axis. I'll make that 90. Make that 90. Make that 0. Okay. Alright, so if we land here. Wait. So this one's number 4. I mean, the one on the other side, this one's number 4. Whatever is what else do we lack? It's number 3. Hit it. Number 3. Okay. Alright, let's arrange this. 4, 5, 6. There you go. Now that we have that, let's just hit apply. Now everyone has their own triggers now. Next is we want a script on each of these triggers that will send the script that we have earlier, the face of their die. What's this? Oh, it's nothing. Alright, so let's go here and let's add. Let's remove these. We don't need that. Remove that component. Hit apply. Okay, so let's add a face. What do we call that? Indicator? Side indicator? Side indicator? Indicator. Alright, open it in Visual Studio. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay. What do we have here? Well, we only need on trigger, right? So we only need on trigger stay. Okay, and then we're going to check that if it hits. What happened? What? Oops. It's really stuttering. I don't know what's happening with my laptop, but yeah, if a certain trigger hits the ground, we're going to return the other side, which is the name of that trigger. So if either the transform, that name, is equal to ground, since we named our ground, right? Whoa. So if we hit the ground, what we're going to do is what do we have here? Well, in Dice Hunter, they can determine if there are multiple 2s, multiple 3s, or multiple faces, multiple sides up. So I'm assuming that's a list or an array or some sort. But yeah, let's just add that. Let's add our own array of integers, and then let's just name it. I don't know. Combination. Yeah, I think that as well. Okay, so let's make that combination, and then in here, let's make a new integer. New array of integer with 6 elements in it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're also going to have their own dice index, meaning we have our die 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to reflect each die in the array so that it will be easier on our part. So this one's 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that way in here we can just, it's static, right? Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do, well, let's just do it. Well, in the end, what we want to do is we're going to access our combination here. Wait, it's private. Make it public. Oops. Alright. Our combination. And then what we want to change will be the index of our parent. So we need to access our parent. Okay. Well, not really our parent, but the script on our parent. So we need to get component dice.script. Okay, and then what we want is parent that dice index, since our index corresponds to each element on the combination array, so we need that. And then what we want the value of that to be is our name, right? Because the trigger, for example, if you land on the 6th trigger, the trigger with number 6, yeah, if you land here, meaning the whole die is upside down, you need to reflect number 6, right? So which is just the name of that trigger. So what we want to do is we want to parse our name. So game object that that name. All right, now that we have that, is there anything else that we're missing? Because I don't think there are none. I think there's already. I think this will work now. So yeah, let's try to print that. In the update function. All right. So in the update function, let's do if combination. If the first is not equal to 0, then what we want to do is display it, right? So no, not console, debug. Okay, so we need combination 0. We can just use for each, but we don't want a lot of debug logs here. We want it to be just one. So I'm going to do this, and then I don't want spaces. Let's do that. And then for us to be more organized, let's just do this. That's 6. Okay, close that. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now this should reflect a lot of 1s. The others are 0. Why are the others 0? So this one reflects 1, but the others are 0. Oh god, such a novice mistake. I didn't attach the script. That is stupid. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. Man, that is so messed up. Yeah, I didn't attach it. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, they should work right now. So that's 1. Now let me remove 1 debug because debug is also taking. Oh, it's gone. Some processing power. So let's remove that. Yeah. So that's 1 all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I forgot to attach the script on the other dice and the other faces. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Well, that took a while. Sorry. All right, so that's 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. Now, what else do we want to do? Fix that stuttering for 1. All right. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Let's bring up profiler again. Dip profile. Let's see what we have. Why are you doing that? Okay, let's wait for it to accumulate data. It's not. There are no weird spikes in there. I'm pretty sure that that's debug. Behavior update dice DOS script. Yep, told ya it's debug. But other than that, there's really nothing here. So yeah, I think it's my laptop hating me. So let's continue testing it. We are almost at our 1 hour mark. Okay, so we need to stop that rotation because in Dice Hunter, after they land, they just stop. They don't rotate in place anymore. So let's fix that. Well, that's kind of easy actually, because what we want to do is just check if their position in the y-axis, if they're already where they should be, then stop spinning. is less than, well, of course we're going to have some buffer. Excuse me, I burped, sorry. So if it's less than 0.35, and then I don't want you to spin anymore, so the way we're going to do that, if we need to access again our rigid body, and then since it's rotation, it's spinning, we need the angular velocity and multiply it by 0. So if you multiply it by 0, basically you're just saying stop rotating. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay, so if they land, they just stop rotating. There. Now this looks more like Dice Hunter. There. So that's 352 115. Don't have any errors there except for that crazy stuttering, which is getting on my nerves. But yeah, okay. So now that we got that covered, what else do we have to do? Well, we only need to pass the value here after it stops moving. But I think this almost covers it, right? If you're less than that, then I also need to stop your velocity. But if I stop your velocity, then you won't actually go down to where you should be. But yeah, I think this is about it. Is there anything else that we need to do? Yeah, we're already receiving this, and then you can just check the whole array if there's repeating patterns there. Whoa, crazy. Yeah, let's remove the debug. Maybe, I think, maybe it's the debug. Yeah, so let's clean this up. Play that. Or again, then again, it can be just my laptop hating me. Okay. Yeah, it's still stuttering. Render thread, that's 1315. 9, 4. Okay, again, let's bring up profiling. Okay. Ooh, what's that? It's just the initialization. Yeah. What are these greatest spikes? Yeah, wait for target. Yes. Ooh, wow. Alright, so I think we need to. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but blah, blah, blah. Lost my words. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, that's it. It's pretty simple, but it took us an hour because I made a lot of mistakes this time, right? Those are some crazy noob mistakes. But yeah, you can clearly see that I'm sick. But okay. Anyways, nothing can stop me from teaching you guys or from satisfying my need to go with my passion in games. So yeah. So what we did here is we used Blender to make our dice, and then we imported it into Unity and used the rigid body, just basic rigid body physics, to make the dice. And we made our physics material here, and then added some bounce to it to make it more realistic, and then to make it feel more realistic. And then we added some logic for it to just stay still, at least in the X and Z axis, so that it won't go all over the place. And then after that, this is what we came up with. Now this looks more like Dice Hunter. What you guys just need to do is use the combination that we have, and then since I'm only using mouse clicks here, so basically that's tap, but you can use the input class for using Android inputs. Like you can make your swipe, you can make swipes there, have that as an input, and then for now I just use tap. But yeah, those are just inputs. And then for the output, you have the combination, the array of integers for this. Now you can use also integers instead of strings like attack, defend, lightning for Dice Hunter, because it's more efficient, and yeah, it's more efficient to compare integers than comparing strings. So you can just use them, or you can have different data classes for that. I mean data types. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Now it's up to you guys how you're going to use that combination and how are you going to move on from here. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Like this video, share it, and I have more. I have Neil Plays, where I play a lot of video games, and then I also have Neil Creates, where I try to recreate some game mechanics, art styles, and other elements and tidbits that make up games. So if you guys are into those things, and well, obviously I use Unity, I also use Photoshop and Blender. So if you guys are into that, do subscribe, like this video, share it, and don't forget that we play to learn so that we can create. Alright, bye guys. Thank you for watching. And that's our 1 hour mark. Yeah! Alright, bye guys.